You're watching The Opening Statement with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Welcome to Where Are They Now? My special guest tonight is renowned Dennard. You all have to just really understand who this young man is. I was just blown away with all the things that I have read about you. It's just phenomenal. So we're going to jump right in. We want to know about where you were, where are you now? And that's what we're going to be talking about this evening. So tell me a little bit about where you're from.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I was born on the east side of Detroit. This is where I've been based ever since I've been born. Now I'm just really trying to refine my craft, seeing where this musical journey and all these experiences take me.
What school did you attend?
High school or college?
No, I got to go back to junior high or elementary. That you got started way back. It was an elementary school?
It was elementary school.
Who was that you started this phenomenal career in?
It was called John Trix Elementary School. I think they closed down. It was my neighborhood school on the east side. I started in fourth grade. My music director, Edward Gooch, he started me off. Then from there, I went to middle school at Duke Ellington Conservatory, also on the east side. Met a lot of great friends and instructors there. From there, I went to the Detroit School of Arts in Midtown Detroit. And that is the only high school conservatory in Detroit. So it was really special for me to be there. And for college, I went to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. That was a crazy experience. I had a lot of amazing mentors and directors that really taught me how to become a professional musician and an artist as well. It was a great experience.
Is the trumpet the only instrument that you've ever played?
I also play the piano. I use the piano to compose my music. I dabble a little with the drums every now and then, because I just always wanted to play the drums. Really, the trumpet and the piano are my two main instruments.
Now, we talked a little bit about your elementary school, but how old were you when you touched that horn?
I was 9 years old when I first touched it. To be totally honest, the instrument I wanted to play at first was the trombone, but my school didn't have enough trombones. I saw the trumpet and I was like, it looks light, doesn't look that heavy, and it looks kind of cool. And a couple of my friends are playing it, so I'm gonna just play the trumpet. That's how that started.
Aren't you glad you did?
Yeah, the trumpet is way more in demand than the trombone.
So that was a blessing in disguise. You just didn't know it at the time. Let's talk about some of your main influences. Who influenced you?
We can start with family, then go to teachers, and then go to professional musicians. But really, the first person that influenced me to start playing an instrument was my sister. She's 3 years older than me. She was a clarinet player because my elementary school was also a middle school too. And I would see her in the band playing the clarinet, and she was really good. And I was like, man, I want to play an instrument. I really looked up to my sister. So I kind of wanted to be like her. I picked up a trumpet really because of my sister. But my aunt also is a very well-known saxophone player who in the 70s was a part of this avant-garde group called Griot Galaxy. And she was the bass clarinet player in that group. And that was with Farouk Zibay and Jaribu Shaheed. She really had a lot of influence when it comes to me starting my musical journey. After that, I had teachers in like middle school and high school, such as my teacher, DeBlon Jackson, who started me off using ear training, being able to sing the note before actually playing it. I think that really set me apart from a lot of the musicians and the students today.
You kind of come from a musical family.
Yeah, my dad is in this Motown vocal group. He's doing his thing too. I kind of come from a musical family.
Wow, how phenomenal to be able to come from a musical family. I cannot play a note. That is absolutely awesome. But do you write your own music?
Yes, I do. I use the piano to compose most of my music, if not all of my music. I started writing, composing music probably in high school. It wasn't like the craziest or the most complex series of work. It still meant a lot to me to be able to hear something and get it on paper and be able to notate it. And I used to just write some ideas like a bebop line or something like that in high school. But when I got to college, I really started to explore composition and how to construct chords and put the right melodies and stuff like that, and understood how to make music more in college.
Do you write for anybody else?
We call that ghostwriting. And
I don't know what you call it, but have you written for anybody else?
I haven't wrote for anyone. People have come and asked me if I do like write horn parts for other people or melodies melodies. Right now, no, I'm only writing for myself.
I cannot be mad at you. We're going to take a break and we're going to listen to the Oasis.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we will continue our conversation. And then we're going to play some other music. I have had the awesome pleasure of listening to some of your music, so I'm pretty excited about hearing the Oasis.
Oh,
and then I'm going to come back and ask you a couple of questions about it.
Sounds good.
Right back. back to Where Are They Now with my special guest, Mr. Alan Dennard. So let me ask you, where did Oasis come from? What inspired Oasis?
When I graduated college, I was kind of lost and I didn't really know if I wanted to pursue a professional music career. You know, even though I graduated from college with a jazz studies degree, after college, I didn't want to jump right into the professional musician world and stuff. And I wanted time for myself to think about if I wanted to do that. The Oasis was my parents' place, actually, where I had the time and the solitude to think about what I wanted the next step to be. I really love them for letting me just be in their space and giving me the time and the opportunity to just, they weren't overbearing either. Also, they were working. So I had the house to myself. I was like, oh, this is great. Like I can just think and maybe compose.
Right.
Yeah, the Oasis was my parents' place.
Oh, okay. So that's where you got that song from. When do you think you're most inspired to write? Or is it just all the time?
When, like, what point in my life was I most inspired to write?
Walking, jogging, showering. I've had people that tell me it's just different times that they're to grab a tune. It just pops in their head and they have to run go put it down on paper. When do you think you're at your best? Or is it all the time?
I wouldn't say all the time. Who doesn't love singing in the shower, though? I will say that. I've done a couple times. Right before my recording session of Flashback, there was one song I actually changed around because I was singing it in the shower. And I was like, I think I want to do it like this right before the recording session. That was something. But honestly, I think I'm at my most creative state when I go through strife in my life, when there is some type of struggle or some type of impact, either negative or positive. It could be sad, it could be conflicting, anything like that. But I've been through a lot. You know, I won't get into details.
Okay, we've all been through a little something.
Yeah, I think I'm my most creative.
No, that's good. So let me ask you this. Do you have any new music coming out?
I do, yes. Not many people know this because I haven't sent anything to the world yet, but I'll let you know. I'm not just a jazz musician. I also dive into R&B, hip hop, and other genres of music. And
classical.
Yes. I started playing classical music, and that's when I realized I don't know if I can do this anymore. I remember I was playing a classical solo in my high school band. And I was kind of moving. And I'm like, I don't think I should be doing this. I'm like,
still and just
I'm supposed to be still. So, but no, the new music that I'm coming out with, actually diving into house music. It's like a softer version of techno music. I am actually going to be releasing a EP. That's like a 4 to 5 song album, if you want to call it. And it's going to be released on a pretty well-known record label in Detroit. It's going to be a live recording, actually. And if you're in town, I will hope that you can make it. It's going to be June 28th at Motor City Wine. It's going to be a live recording of that new music. I got it all recorded and ready to put on paper. So,
well, my birthday is June 26th. I was trying to go on a cruise, but if I'm in Detroit, I have to be there to be a part of that live piece. And you told it right here on Where Are They Now? So now the world will know that he's got something coming out. You all please be present on June 28th. At Motor City Wine?
Yes.
So we need y'all just fill up the building as he releases his new song.
I think the whole city's going to be out. Yes.
Do you collaborate with others?
Oh, yeah. I was actually yesterday in the studio with another great friend of mine and also a great musician, Kassam Belgrave, who is the son of the great Marcus Belgrave. And he is about to release an album. Detroit is a very collaborative city. You know, we always hit each other up for our projects. And it's a community. I collaborate all the time with other people.
That's good. Well, we're going to take another break and we're going to be playing Forgive and Forget. And we will be right back. Back to Where Are They Now with my special guest, Mr. Alan Dennard. Can you tell me a little bit about where did Forgive and Forget come from? That sounds like you were really in a particular place at that particular moment. Tell me what inspired Forgive and Forget.
Yeah, this one has some Forgive and Forget is about my father. I love him. We had an interesting relationship. And even though the song is titled Forgive and Forget, it's really hard to forget. But in my head, I'm like, all right, just forgive and forget. Just forgive and forget. Yeah, that song is about my father. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm not trying to.
That's right. And you can leave it right there. But it's a bad jam. Father, you inspired him even in. He was still inspired to turn out something simply beautiful. So now you can put it behind you and keep it moving forward. So let me ask you this. If there was some advice that you could give to a young budding musician, what kind of advice would you give?
I think one of the most important things when trying to become a professional musician, an artist as well, is never let somebody tell you that you shouldn't be yourself. You should always bring your individuality to the table through your playing, through your composing, just be you. In college, it was kind of conflicting to do that because you have a lot of professors saying that you should sound a certain way or compose a certain way. I got to a certain point in college where I was like, I don't want to make music with these chords, or I don't want to play like a bebopper in this vein. Like, I want to be me. I want to be Alan Dennard. So any up and coming musician and artist that believe in yourself, and it's very cliche, but don't give up. Maybe you're trying to create an album and some of the songs that you want on that album aren't coming out of your brain like you want them to. Throw all those songs away and just not create an album. Or not try to get this big show that you've been trying to get for several years. There have been like venues that I've been trying to get in for years since I graduated. I'm just getting in the circuit of getting booked. I didn't give up. At least once a year, you're going to get an email from Alan Dennard. Like, oh.
I'm not mad. The night that you walked into the pub, T. Pablo said, that's Alan Dennard, one of the baddest trumpet players in the country. I was like, oh, I got to take my picture with him. Little did I know that I would get an opportunity to interview you on Where Are They Now? Would have never even thought about it. But I tell you, I've been listening to your music and you are awesome. You're a bad young man. And look, my hat's off to you. Let's talk a little bit about some of the things you have coming up so people can show up and be present in that space with you.
As you know, this weekend I'm playing at Cliff Bell's. I have 3 nights there, March 22nd through the 24th. Next month, I'm playing at the Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. That is April 18th through the 20th. I haven't really been trying to book that many shows because I'm trying to make this music for this album, and I've been plotting. Yeah, those 2 shows I got coming up, and June 28th is Motor City Wine for the album release.
I'm going to be at the show on the 22nd. I think that's Friday.
Yes.
I'm going to come to the show on Friday. I look forward to seeing you. Don't act like you don't know me when you see me.
I'll give you a big old hug. Come on.
Thank you so much. People want to reach out to you. How can they do that?
Reach out to me. Okay, I'll just give all my handles out. My Facebook is just my name, Alan Dennard, ALLENDENNARD. My Instagram, I used to be a rapper.
You didn't tell me that part.
Tell people that part, you know. My Instagram is AL_KKAY and just 313. When I hear somebody call me Al K, I'm just like,
they know you.
I don't really use Twitter like that. My website is www.alandennard.com. Yeah, those are the main contacts. I'm not gonna give y'all my number.
So don't be calling me everybody in the world. So do you have children? You're married?
No kids. I am in a serious relationship right now. Yes.
Are the bells somewhere ringing?
Jesus. Wedding bells. No.
That's okay. You can just be in your serious relationship.
I am not opposed to marriage at all.
Well, I want to thank you for allowing me to do this interview with you tonight. I am so looking forward to seeing you on Friday night, live and in living color. I'm excited about the concert on Friday night. So all of you all out there, Cliff Bell, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night, you'll get an opportunity to hear this phenomenal composer, recording artist, band leader, and activist. All of those things rolled up into one. See, I've been reading about you.
All right.
Well, again, I want to just thank you for being a guest with us tonight.
Of course.
On Where Are They Now? And now we know where you are. We know where to find you this weekend. We know where to find you April 18th through the 20th.
Dirty Dog Jazz Cafe.
And then June 28th.
Motor City Wine.
So thanks again. I look forward to seeing you soon. I'll see you on Friday night.
Yep. I will see you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
You are so welcome, darling.
Bye-bye.